Okay, so get this.
Mhm.
It's like we're living in a sci-fi movie, but it's actually happening. Everyone's talking about AI, right? How it's the next big thing.
Absolutely.
Companies are throwing billions of dollars at it.
Yeah, billions.
And then out of nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
this Chinese startup, DeepSeek, drops a bombshell.
Wow.
They're saying they built an AI model that's pretty much as good as what the big guys have.
Like who?
You know, OpenAI, Google.
Right, right.
But they did it for a fraction of the cost.
Really?
Like, way cheaper.
Like how much cheaper are we talking?
It's crazy.
Hmm.
Some people are calling it like a Sputnik moment.
Okay. Yeah, I see the comparison.
It's shaking up the whole AI world.
I bet.
It really makes you think differently about how AI is developed.
Right. Like it changes everything.
We always thought it was this super expensive game.
Yeah,
Only the companies with the deepest pockets could play.
exactly.
Like Meta, they're spending $65 billion this year alone just on AI.
Thanks this year. That's wild.
Yeah, and I even heard of rumors that some tech companies are trying to buy nuclear power plants
Oh, wow.
just to keep up with the energy demands of AI.
Seriously. That's intense.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff.
So then you have DeepSeek.
Right out of nowhere.
This company just popped up last year, founded by this guy Liang Wenfeng.
Liang Wenfeng. Yeah.
He's like their rock star in the Chinese tech world.
Oh, interesting.
They had some other models before, but nothing that blew anyone away.
Yeah, this one seems different.
And then bam, they unveil R1 and they claim they built it for like $5.6 million.
5.6 million. That's it?
That's what they're saying?
Compared to billions? If
Yeah.
that number is even close to accurate,
Hmm.
it's mind-blowing.
That's like David versus Goliath.
Exactly.
It's not just a little bit cheaper. It's like a completely different scale.
Yeah, and it's not just some theory or concept.
Right.
This thing's already making waves.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Their app is at the top of the charts.
Huh.
Millions of downloads.
Wow.
People are going crazy for it.
Well, both in China and around the world.
Yeah, everywhere.
Interesting.
Even Wall Street's freaking out a little.
Oh, really?
U.S. tech stocks are taking a hit.
Which one specifically?
The big AI players,
Makes sense.
NVIDIA, Meta, Google, all of them,
Mm.
their valuations are dropping.
How much are we talking?
Some analysts are predicting some pretty big falls.
Huh.
It's kind of ironic.
What is?
The U.S. has been trying to hold China back in AI.
Yeah, trying to limit their access to those powerful AI chips.
Right, to keep their edge.
So what happened?
And now,
Yeah.
a Chinese company might end up impacting the U.S. economy
Wow.
by, like, totally changing the assumptions about AI.
Yeah, about the cost and everything.
What's really interesting is how DeepSeek pulled this off.
How did they do it?
They supposedly used less advanced chips.
Oh, so not the top-of-the-line stuff?
Right, the stuff everyone else uses for cutting-edge AI.
Oh.
It makes you wonder, like,
Like what?
did they find some crazy new way to train AI?
That's so efficient.
Yeah. Are there breakthroughs in algorithm design we haven't even thought of yet?
Possibly.
It's a big mystery,
Yeah, for sure.
and we're going to get to the bottom of it.
I can't wait to hear more about it.
Me too.
This is fascinating.
This feels huge, right?
It does feel like AI development is at some kind of crossroads.
Yeah.
You have the big players, the companies that have been at it for years.
With all that money and resources.
Right, and then you have DeepSeek just shaking things up.
It's almost like comparing how skyscrapers used to be built to like those new prefabricated buildings.
Okay, I see what you mean.
What used to take forever and tons of people
Yeah,
can now be done so much faster.
more efficiently.
Exactly.
So where does this lead us with AI?
Yeah, if DeepSeek really figured something out,
Mm-hmm.
could this make AI development more accessible?
That's a really interesting question.
Like, could it be more democratic?
Imagine a world where you don't need to be a huge corporation.
Right, or a whole country.
Exactly.
To have access to the best AI tools.
Imagine researchers in small labs or startups
Yeah, even universities.
having the same level of tech as the giants.
That's pretty exciting to think about.
It really is.
It could lead to so much new innovation.
Absolutely, in areas we haven't even thought of yet.
Can you give me any real-world examples?
Like, how would this change things?
Ah.
Well, think about healthcare.
Okay.
AI diagnostic tools could become so affordable
Wow.
that they could be used in tiny clinics
Yeah?
or in
What?
developing countries.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Or how about personalized education
Mhm.
tailored to each student's needs?
That would be incredible.
It could level the playing field in so many ways.
It sounds almost too good to be true.
There are always downsides to consider.
Oh, right, of course.
Like any powerful technology, AI can be misused.
That's true.
Making sure it's developed responsibly is so important.
What about jobs?
Yeah, a lot of people are worried about AI replacing jobs.
Will this make that happen faster?
It's complicated. AI could automate those repetitive jobs.
The boring stuff.
Or dangerous tasks.
And then that would free up humans to do more creative work?
Right.
But some jobs might disappear completely.
That's true, too.
So how do we balance all of this?
I think we need to be honest about the potential downsides.
Yeah.
And find ways to deal with them.
While still using AI for good.
Exactly.
Okay, so back to DeepSeek for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing sounds kind of hard to believe.
Like, is it all hype?
Yeah.
It's good to be a little skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we just have their word on how much it costs to develop.
True.
No one's verified that yet.
So we need more proof.
Exactly. We need to see if it holds up.
What about their actual model?
R1.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm. Like
Yeah.
ChatGPT did when it came out.
Right.
But is it really as good as the most advanced AI?
The stuff used for finance or science?
Yeah. Is it on that level?
We don't know yet.
So it might not be a direct competitor to everything out there.
Right. It seems like they're focused on the consumer market.
Okay. But it's still pretty amazing
Oh, absolutely.
to get this level of performance with so little money.
That's what makes this a big deal.
What do you think the big companies are going to do?
Google, Meta, and all them.
Yeah. Are they just going to ignore this?
I doubt it.
So what'll they do?
Maybe they'll shift their research.
Like how?
Focus more on efficiency.
Oh, so instead of just making things bigger and bigger,
Right.
they'll try to be smarter about it.
Maybe you can go back to basic research.
Interesting.
It's like we're seeing a change in thinking.
Yeah.
Moving away from bigger is always better
To being more innovative.
and resourceful.
Exactly.
And that's pretty exciting.
It opens up a lot of possibilities for AI,
Who knows what kind of breakthroughs are coming?
especially if efficiency becomes the main goal.
It feels like a golden age for AI innovation is about to start.
And it's all thanks to this little company
DeepSeek.
who seemingly did the impossible.
Pretty crazy, right?
Yeah. This whole DeepSeek thing, it's
Yeah.
like we're watching history happen right in front of us.
It really is.
It's like why we do this show, to
You'll-
uncover these big moments.
And then figure out what they mean.
Exactly. Like, what does this mean for the future?
And it shows you something about technology.
What's that?
It doesn't always go the way you expect. Like, you can't predict where the next big disruption will come from.
So where do we go from here?
Yeah. What should we be watching for?
What do you think?
Well, I think it'll be interesting to see how other AI researchers react.
Like, are they going to try to copy DeepSeek?
Maybe they'll double down on finding even better ways to train AI.
Oh, so
Maybe.
even more efficient than what DeepSeek did.
Exactly. Or maybe they'll explore different hardware, like
Mhm.
different types of chips.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
What about open source AI?
Yeah. Do you think this will affect that?
It could. Like how?
Maybe we'll see more affordable AI models
Oh, that would be awesome.
that anyone can use and build on. Like the open source movement in software.
Exactly.
We talked about the US and China,
Right.
but what about the rest of the world?
Yeah, could this change who the big players in AI are?
Like, could other countries suddenly catch up?
It's possible if DeepSeek's method really is that groundbreaking.
It could level the playing field?
For sure. And that could have a huge impact.
On the global economy, even international relations.
It's a lot to think about.
Yeah, my brain's kind of fried.
But one thing's for sure, this is just the beginning
Of the DeepSeek story.
of this whole thing. This is just chapter 1.
It's gonna be a wild ride.
Definitely will be keeping an eye on it all.
And trying to make sense of it.
Absolutely.
That's what we do here.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
And until next time, keep exploring.
Stay curious.
And we'll see you on the next deep dive.